Jai Sriman Narayan.
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 I pay my obeisances to my spiritual master, Srimad Jagat Guru Sudarshan Acharya Ji Maharaj. I pay my obeisances to Lord Sri Ramanuj. I pay my obeisances to Mother Lakshmi. And I pay my obeisances to Lord Sriman Narayan. I pay my obeisances to Lord Sri Krishna. I pay my obeisances to Radharani and all the gopis, the gopas, the gomatas, and all the devis and devtas that took part in the Krishna Lila when he was down on earth 5,000 years ago. And we welcome Lord Sri Krishna to the 6th day of the Sri Krishna Janma Ashtami celebrations here in Durban, South Africa, in the premises of the Sri Narayan Dham. I also welcome all of you that are physically present here at the Sri Narayan Dham. And I welcome those that are watching this discourse locally, nationally, and internationally. I welcome in advance those that will be watching this discourse and program when it is posted in the various groups from around the world subsequent to this program. I want to get immediately into reading a verse from the Srimad Bhagavatam, and then we're going to explore this verse. So Canto 10, chapter 51, part 3 of the Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th Canto, part 3, chapter 51, text 6. And I quote as follows. Sukadeva Goswami said, Kali Yavana saw the Lord come out from Mathura like a rising moon. The Lord was most beautiful to behold, with his dark blue complexion and yellow silk garment. Upon his chest he bore the mark of Sri Vatsa, and the ghost tuba gem adorned his neck. His 4 arms were sturdy and long. He displayed his ever joyful lotus-like face with eyes pink like lotuses, beautifully effulgent cheeks, a pristine smile, and glittering shark-shaped earrings. The barbarian thought, this person must indeed be Vasudeva, since he possesses the characteristics Narada mentioned. He is marked with Sri Vatsa. He has 4 arms. His eyes are like lotuses. He wears a garland of forest flowers, and he is extremely handsome. He cannot be anyone else. Since he goes on foot unarmed, I will fight him without weapons. Resolving thus, he ran after the Lord, who turned his back and ran away. Kala Yavana hoped to catch Lord Krishna though great mystic yogis cannot attain him. So this is a text translated in the Cantos from Swami Prabhupada of ISKON, and in this verse Lord Sri Krishna is described as having all the characteristics of Lord Sriman Narayan. It is the life mission of the Acharya Shyam Ramanuj Foundation through the Sri Narayan Dham to implant the truth that Lord Sriman Narayan is the ultimate form and the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And in every satsang, in every discourse, on every posting of mine on Facebook, in every existence of my breathing, I expound Lord Sriman Narayan as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, as willed by my spiritual master, Swami Sudarshan Acharya Ji Maharaj. So there is no contestation amongst God. I am simply giving you the absolute truth as per Vedic injunctions. This is not an emotion of mine. This is not an emotion of mind. I am stating verbatim what the Vedas are stating. And the Vedas are stating that Lord Sriman Narayan is the absolute Supreme Personality of Godhead. Behind him there is no one. The buck stops at Lord Narayan. You all heard the saying? The buck stops at Lord Narayan. Also stated in this verse that a demon tried to fight with Lord Narayan. After concluding through the characteristics as expounded by Narad Muni in his various testimonies that Lord Sriman Narayan is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He has 4 arms, his eyes are like lotuses, he wears a silk garment, he wears an aromatic garland, the most beautiful garland, and he has this Srivasta on his chest. Who knows what this Srivasta is?
Mother Lakshmi.
Mother Lakshmi. Fine silken hairs on one side of his chest, which personifies into Mother Lakshmi. So God's eternal consort is Mother Lakshmi. Now a demon generally have all the information of the divine. Throughout the scriptures you'll find that the demon knows the divine and information and knowledge on the divine. But the demonic mentality does not allow the demonic to have continuous relationship with the divine. So what did this demon do? It decided to chase Lord Narayan, to fight. Decided to chase Lord Narayan to fight. So this fighting between the divine and the demonic is a daily occurrence in every dimension around the world, even today. Is it not? So my very birth in South Africa, my very birth in South Africa, my lack of Hindi and Sanskrit, my not meeting my spiritual master in his body form, and no education at all in spirituality by a living being in a human body. I sit today expounding God in His most supreme form. Don't I? And what does this prove? It proves that the Vedas are absolute, authentic, and it gives the Vedas life, real life. The Vedas is not a myth. Because as per the Vedas, transcendental knowledge is not researched. It is revealed. And I sit here today not with researched information, but revealed information. And if you peruse through my work that is in the public domain since 2015, you'll see I have been consistent in promoting to the Western world the Guru principle, the Narayan principle, the creative principle. I've been consistent. We've also been foremost in ensuring since 2015 that daily either one or more verses of the Bhagavad Gita or the Guru Gita is posted. And by posting these verses, we authenticate ourselves and our mission. If you go into my Facebook profile, if you look, you will see that every day there is a posting on the Sri Sudarshan Goshala, on Lord Sri Ramanuj, on Lord Sriman Narayan, and Swami Sudarshan Acharya Shyam Ramanuj. And in terms of our work, every morning at 7 a.m. we conduct Tulsi Jal infused with burning cow dung, which purifies both the atmosphere and the consciousness of those that attend this auspicious event daily from Monday to Saturday. This is posted in the various groups around the world. And we do this not to showcase who we are, but to showcase what we are doing and what we are capable of. So it is not just anyone. This verse is saying that not even the mystic yogis, can connect to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Not even the mystic yogis can connect to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And mystic yogis are those that perform miracles by coughing out some gold here and there and splattering some ashes on your photograph here and there. These are mystic yogis. And mystic yogis, if they cannot catch God, it means they cannot be equated to God. If they cannot catch God, they cannot be equated to God, and you cannot call them God. Because God is only found in the Upanishads, and the only God is Lord Sriman Narayan as depicted in the Upanishads itself. So this miracles performed by the mystic yogis are not accepted in the Sri Sampradaya. In the Sri Sampradaya, when it is stated that miracles are not accepted, specifically it is the miracle of mystic yogis. We do not accept, because these mystic yogis can manipulate the energy of nature through mantras, and anyone can become a mystic yogi. Then I'm sure you want some power. I'm sure you're looking for some power. You can become a mystic yogi. But we are Vaishnavites. We are Vaishnavites. We want to leave the power in the hands of Lord Narayan. Because whatever power we have, it is limited and it can be calculated. But the power of Lord Narayan is not limited and cannot be calculated. If you spew out a few ounces of gold, Lord Narayan is the manufacturer and the source of all the gold in the universe. So you can only spew out so many kilograms of gold in a lifetime, which we can quantify. Lord Narayan's gold has been there before you was born, and it will always be there long after you are gone. Those miracles the Sri Sampradaya reject and do not accept. That performance of that type of miracle entitles you to the title God. So we want to declare this as per verdict injunction, that mystic yogis, they cannot even attain God. So let's see. Rishi Bhai, you can turn around, Amita. Let's see what Rishi Bhai has to say. Rishi Bhai, if somebody tells you, Rishi Bhai, or if somebody makes a statement that the Guru seated today and discussing this discourse is not a true Guru because he was not educated in India, what would you tell this person, and why would you tell this person what you're going to say now?
Well, actually, I got belief in you because you see, for the past 20 years, I've been in and out of hospital for my regular checkup every 6 months. And yesterday, when I've been to hospital, after 20 years, my heart rate was always 98 and above. And for the first time after 20 years, my heart rate beat was 78 yesterday. And the doctors couldn't believe it. And it's medically proven that, this ashram really works for me.
So if somebody tells you that what happened to you is not a miracle, what you will tell to that person?
It is a miracle.
How long you are with this ashram?
About 6 weeks.
And what is the changes that has taken place in your life within these 6 weeks?
There's been very big changes in my life. It's been proven to my family as well. And I really feel good about it.
Bobby, you want to say something?
Yes, when Rishi first came to the ashram, he came to do the floors as he came to do a job. But the day when he came here and he came home, previous to that, for the last about 2 or 3 months, he had a very heavy chest that wasn't going off because he wheezes. Actually, I should say he used to wheeze. And now, when he came home that day, I was surprised because when he entered the house, there was this shine on him, and I felt something strange. Then, after 15 minutes, when he entered home, he said to me, he shook the Guru's hand. So I said, what? Then he went out, he came back in here, and he explained to me, while walking, and he communicated with Guru and how he felt afterwards. Then I realized that shaking your hand eased his chest. He cleared his chest for him. So it was surprising. And then he asked me, do you want to go for a service? I said, yeah, no problem. I want to come.
Rishi Bhai, anything else?
Yeah, even my sugar levels was always used to be 14 and above. And it dropped down to 6.8. And my blood pressure as well used to be 140, 160, over 90, 100. And yesterday my results were 119 over 68.
There's a doctor that's filming you. Dr. Singh is filming you. Do you know?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So, you gave us a quotation to shine these floors. Did you not?
Yes, I did.
Have you got paid in full?
Yes, I did.
Can your bank account prove that you have been paid in full?
Yes.
Okay, because somebody might say, because you shone these floors, you are shining with testimonies. Okay, but we will have medical evidence. If somebody wants this medical evidence,
Yes.
then you can go and get this medical evidence from your doctor, isn't it?
Yes, I can.
Okay, you also stated that you could not carry.
Yes.
Okay, go back to him. This is his testimony.
I was here on Monday as well. I came here and fed the gomatas. And when I went down, there was no water there, so I decided Mataji said I must, put some water in there. So for me to carry a bucket of water with my health condition, I mean, I just thought to myself, how am I going to manage? But I took 2 canisters of water and I walked, filled it up three times with 2 canisters of water and fed the go-matas. And without even stopping, whatever it is, I was just like a normal person. And that's a miracle for me.
Okay, thank you. Shalan Bhai, how long you in this satsang? 4 years. How many stories like Rishi Bhai you heard when people first entered our satsang?
Many.
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 Are those people still here?
Some of them left.
And they made this testimony in the presence of who?
Of everybody.
And
it was live.
And
in the presence of Lord Narayan.
in the presence of Lord Narayan. So when somebody makes a testimony in the presence of Lord Narayan, you believe it to be true or untrue.
True.
And then when somebody makes, if Rishi, after the Guru gave him 2 smacks, and he goes in one of the pubs, and he tell all those people in the pub, hey, that Guru is a fake Guru there in Sri Narayan Dham. After he got 2 smacks. What would be the outcome of his character?
He would lose his balance.
Where did he lie? In the pub. Because every testimony given in the presence of a Guru and God that happens after God has been invoked. Like Kamsa, when he gave testimony in the presence of Vasudeva, he was in the presence of divinity, and when you are with the divine, you are coerced by the divine to speak the truth. And when you are with the demonic, you are coerced by either your own overwhelming demonic mentality or those that are surrounded by you, and you are coerced to speak untruth. So Rishi Bhai, like yourself, you gave a testimony today, your wife gave a testimony today. Alright? I just want to go to one more Behini, alright? Benita Behini, you've been a chaste wife, chaste wife, for the past 44
years this year.
Paddy Bhai will get very angry. He's been savoring every minute. He can give you in minutes how long he's been with you. And you can't count simply 44 years. You're in a problem, Benita Behini. Alright? So, you've been a chaste wife of your husband for 44 or 42, Paddy?
I think it's 42.
You all both are in trouble with this. You're going to go home fighting today. Alright? Both of you are going to go home fighting. So how many children you have, Finita, Beni and Paddy Bhai?
3.
3 children.
Yes, Guru.
How long have you been serving the Lord?
Ever since I remember myself.
And how long is that, Benita Beni? She won't run away, Amita. You don't have to go so close. Sound. Okay.
I was 4 years old when I started Hindi school, and Guruji taught me this, the Lord there. So ever since I knew that God was there, and I grew with that belief.
And you love
Yes.
the Lord.
Yes, Gurudev.
You
Love the
love
Lord.
Him. And you love His
Teachings,
teachings. And you love His
direction.
and you love His
Guidance.
system. You love everything about the Lord
Yes.
since the age of
4.
4. Alright? We won't ask your age because a woman does not like to give an age, but for over 100 years you've been very right. Look at the color of Kamita, show the color of the hair of Paddy Bhai and Beni. So you can see Paddy Bhai must be about 60 and Beni in the hundreds. Alright, 104. And the hair is the evidence. Alright? Paddy Bhai got married to an older woman. Alright? We don't want to say very old. Alright? So, Venita Bheni, how long are you in this satsang?
It must be more or less 4 years now.
You also more or less 4 years.
Yes, Gurudev.
And you also heard testimonies like Rishi Bhai in that 4 years, you and Paddy Bhai.
Yes, Gurudev.
Okay? And I think you've been included in a WhatsApp group that was created where people called me a rogue.
Yes, Gurudev.
Somebody added you into that group, and where I was accused of being a rogue and stealing devotees' monies and a whole lot of things. And this group ran for 6 months. Various people that have, same people that gave evidence like Rishi Bhai. In that group they changed their story and they turned it around and they called me various things, isn't it?
Yes, Gurudev.
Would all your spiritual experience from the age of 4 up until these accusations were made, why did you not leave this organization?
I have complete faith and trust in you, Gurudev.
So you did not believe,
No,
not even announce.
not at all.
You, Paddy Bhai?
Did not believe.
And from how far do you come to this satsang?
Yes, bingo. Lotus Park,
Lotus Park, which is about 30 kilometers.
50 km.
Yes, and at your old age, 2 old people driving through the notorious Isipingo. Isipingo is notorious for hijackings, house breakings, murders and robbery. Yet, both of you navigate through this criminal atmosphere to come to satsang and continue that relationship that you started at the age of 4. Because you have total faith in God and His representative. So if an unchaste woman wants to close this organization down, what would you tell her?
It's not possible.
It's not
Possible.
possible. Thank you very much. So we have to again, I did not want my satsangs to be a program. I wanted it to bring the Vedas to life. And in order to bring the Vedas to life, this satsang is not a microcosm of Vaikuntha. This satsang is a microcosm of the universe. And this is the mistake people make. They think when you go to satsang, automatically you become an ashramite. You know, like castle light. You become an ashramite. And an ashramite, the guru must be 100% pure. His family must be 100% pure. And all the devotees must be 100% pure. They must come in shaking their Mercedes and the BM keys, the X5s, the X6s. And they must be on a very, very high level. I've seen them fall from so high that they are still falling. Okay? Because this is a myth. This is a myth. Ashrams are not here to have pure people. Ashrams and gurus are here to purify people. Pure people must go straight to Vaikuntha. Pure people must go straight to. People in the process of purification must come to the ashram. You understand? So I never feared in highlighting every problem that I had in the ashram. On live feed. Why do you think I did not fear? Because some would say, that how can the Guru bring his own ashram down? Why did I not fear?
You have Lord Narayan on your side.
Yes. Chris, who's outside? Okay. And Lord Sri Krishna, in this incarnation of Lord Narayan, and in this Krishna Janmashtami that we are celebrating, he was also, look, he's been pursued by a demon. A demon want to fight him. In this verse that I read, isn't the demon chasing him? So Lord Sri Krishna sets a precedent. What's a precedent? A Vedic law. And this Vedic law must be practiced by whom? His representatives first. Then his representatives must teach this law to those that are willing and submissive to learn. Okay? So if Lord Sri Krishna is running, then the Guru must run. The Guru must run. And Venita Beni, for 6 months, when that WhatsApp group was alive, the Guru was running. Guru was running. And thank you, those that created the WhatsApp group. I ran into the footsteps of Lord Sri Ramanuj. Last year, Krishna Janmashtami, I was tracing or retracing every ashram that Lord Sri Ramanuj walked on 1,000 years ago. Lord Sri Ramanuj, and I stayed next to where his body exists today, thanks to that WhatsApp group. So when we run, do we really run? But you create us an opportunity to do things we won't normally do. And in fact, the Sri Narayan Dham and my own personal character of a guru has been raised to this status by the demonic aspirants. Parivar, these demons elevated me to this status. Because every time they make an accusation, then I come on this platform and I rectify it. And every time I rectify it on this platform, it gives me more credibility. Although credibility of a guru is absolute, viewed from the material aspect, it gives the guru greater credibility. So the guru just gets bigger. This attack on the Guru Rishi started 3 years ago. At that time, the Guru was renting. Now the Guru is owning. Guru is owning. So from renting to owning is going up or going down. And Rishi Bhai, the greatest demon, this salon lady I keep talking about, alright? She's still after the Guru's blood. This is how much of hatred she has in her system for the Guru. And it was through her that I'm sitting in my own Sri Narayan Dham today. She connected me to those people that made it possible for me to have this ashram. So the demon is always their intention is not good. Their intention is always to do harm. But if you are divine, then intention is energy. And energy is vibrating in two modes, positive and negative. And whatever energy they transmit to you, if you are positive, it will be transmuted into positive. Okay? So this satsang, in years to come, you will see that I have broken many protocols because I did not want to suit a certain criteria regarding gurus and ashrams in the world. I wanted to show the world that gurus, their disciples, and their non-disciples is a reality. I wanted to show the world that this is not dreamland. Guru land is not dreamland. Because people come from the material atmosphere and they bring that atmosphere into the ashram. The ashram is the abode of a bona fide spiritual master. That's what ashram is. And the bona fide spiritual master is graced perpetually with the energy of Lord Sriman Narayan. When you come with your atmosphere from home and you want to keep that home atmosphere and you believe this is home, then that grace of the Guru through Lord Narayan does not enter your consciousness. Ashrams are the most potent, they are the reservoir of spirituality. And today's testimony proves it, doesn't it? Today's testimony proves it. by Rishi Bhai and his wife. So when you come to the ashram, leave your home mentality at home, because it is contaminated. That's why you at home. Otherwise you would have been at Vaikunt. You would have been you are at home because your consciousness is contaminated. Or else you would have been in Vaikunt. So that consciousness must not permeate. Do not come with that mindset in the ashram. Because the ashram is a reservoir of spirituality. You understand? So when you come with material mindsets and when you come with home mindsets, then the scenario of home will be created here for you. And when you come with the mindset that I am coming here to become spiritual, then you can dip into this overflowing reservoir of spirituality. Okay? Aishwarya, you in deep thought? You thinking of the next movie? You have not heard of Acharya Rai Bachchan in a movie from a very long time. You haven't been in a movie for a long time, Aishwarya. Okay? Are you understanding these concepts? And are you understanding why the Acharya is fearless and bold, both in handling his family issues on this platform, his disciple issues on this platform, and his demonic acquaintances, their issues on this platform? Because this is a microcosm of the universe. This is a microcosm of the universe. This is the source. This is the fountainhead of your spirituality, the ashram. Come to the ashram, and if you come to ashram with the intention of ashram only, 1 pure hour in ashram can last you a lifetime. How long? A lifetime. 1 pure hour in ashram can last you a lifetime. I went to the Sri Siddhartha ashram as an ordinary Western Indian. And I came out as an Eastern Indian. I went to stay there for 6 days. I stayed there for 21 days in my Guru's ashram. Day and night. 21. I walked everywhere I envisioned that my Guru walked. From corner to corner, because unlike you, fortunate people, whom I might be envious and jealous of, you can see your Guru. You can talk to your Guru. You can sing and con your Guru. You can sing and con your Guru. Tivashni never sing for nothing. Now there is a child somewhere, and a father has disappeared, and all of a sudden, Acharya ji, tu mere sahara hai. Because now she wants the Guru to do a magic so the child disappears, and she be the only child. Alright? So Tiveshni will never sing unless she wants to con. Alright? And that's how fortunate you are. I didn't see my Guru. But my Guru gave me everything. Because I was submissive to my Guru. In the early stages, I did not understand a whole lot of things. But I was submissive to my Guru. My Guru only through his books told me one thing that's highlighted. The relationship between Guru and disciple is eternal. And I pondered and I pondered and I pondered. And I said that I would use my intellect if the relationship between Guru and disciple is eternal. What it means? That means every lifetime you have the same Guru. So I used logic and common sense, and I said that as much as I do not understand all his teachings, I took my Guru's word as gospel, his printed word as gospel, because I never saw him. I never met him when he was alive. I met him 1 year after he left his body. And I used common sense and logic, and I said, if this relationship is eternal, if I do not submit to him in this life, I will have to submit to him in some life. In some life, then if I have to submit to him in some life, whilst I am living this life, why don't I just submit to him? Logic? Common sense? Why waste this life and start all over again if in this life I can submit to him? All of you understand? And I submitted to my Guru's instructions, not happy with all that he wanted a disciple to do. Not happy. But I knew that one day what my Guru is saying will prove to be the truth. And I never questioned my Guru. Because I was reading different philosophies when my Guru said, Sri Vaishnavism is the principal Sampradaya. I was reading different philosophies, and it was hard pill to follow because I was immersed at that time in Advaita and Dvaita philosophies. You understand? But because my Guru said that the Sri Sampradaya is the principal Sampradaya, I accepted it. But at that point in time, I did not have valid, conclusive Vedic injunctions. And when my Guru said, Sri Ramanuj is the younger brother of Lord Ram. Ramanuja means
Younger brother.
younger brother of Lord Ram. I accepted it. At that point in time, I hardly knew who Lord Sri Ramanuj was. And I was in a state of despair because my Guru, only one book was translated in English, and it was a bad translation. if you don't know Hindi. And sometimes English translation of Hindi can twist the meaning. And I am an English speaking Indian from South Africa. And I did not have any formal Vedic education. So I'm reading a few tidbits of my Guru. But I knew relationship between Guru, disciple, eternal. I love my Guru, although I don't understand his instructions. Because some of his instructions were conflicting with the experiences that I was having in that time. It was in conflict. So I decided that I will never lie to my Guru. And where there was a conflict and where I had to do or perform something that was in conflict to my Guru, I mentally told him, sorry Guruji, I know I'm not allowed to eat this. But one day I'll stop eating this. Today I love it. And did that one day come? Yes, it came. But I ate it with whose permission? And I did many wrongs before sitting here. I did. Rishi, you like this part? Many wrongs before I sat on this chair. But each wrong I did with my Guru's permission. And many, many, many bad things happened to me from the time I met my Guru. Many bad things happened to me. I couldn't even bring into my mind to accuse my Guru of the wrong that happened to me. I couldn't even bring it into a thought. Neither me, nor Sarita, nor Sean, nor Shaun have ever accused Guruji. And you see, my children are not in a pristine condition in life, both my sons. But they have never ever accused Guruji. Okay? So, the Guru-disciple relationship is the only relationship that can take you to God and your own divinity. And you and your demonic nature will be the only obstruction to your own divinity and God. A Guru is already divine through his own austerities and penances from thousands and thousands and thousands of lifetimes. You can't hurt the Guru. You can't hurt the Guru. Guru is not controlled by your reins. The Guru is controlled by the reins of Lord Narayan. So I'm saying this. Before you take on a Guru, you have to look at your material and spiritual character. Then you have to research how many testimonies you gave in a satsang. Because when you go to a court of law, and if you made conflicting statements, and when a judge looks and see that you made a testimony in your own religion, in the presence of your own God, not one testimony, many testimonies, and you spend a long time, many, many months in this institution. And some of them even were given opportunities to speak about the Guru on the world platform. And the judge is going to look, leave Lord Narayan, who's living in your filthy heart. The judge is going to look at all of these things and see that you are a liar, a compulsive liar, even if you made those testimonies that were false, like if Rishi Bhai lied about everything today. So he's a liar in the presence of God. And if you lie in the presence of your God of your own religion, then when you touch the Bible in court, how much lies you'd say? When you touch the Bible in court, how much lies you'd say, Rishi Bhai? So this is my Leela. My Leela is demon-centered and not devotee-centered. My Leela is demon-centered. Is it true? Those of you that have survived, I've had more demons than disciples. Because if we are more demon-centered, then we are a more pure ashram. More pure ashram. Because we continue purifying ourselves through the allegations of the demons. They become our Ganges. Don't they? So we will continue being a more demon-centered ashram. I don't think any ashram in the world have produced the amount of demons that I have produced. You see? From 1,000, if I only got a handful, who would have produced 990 demons? Which ashram produced that? You see that? You understand? All of you understand? And it's because we are speaking the truth and because I am not embracing. I want to be absolute, Rishi Bhai. You're either in or you're either out. If I allow you to live against the instructions of God, then can I be a true representative of God? If you're a housebreaker and I'm a policeman, and every time you housebreak, I look that way, am I a true policeman? You understand? So it's my duty first to tell you housebreaking is unlawful, then to tell you again, Rishi Bhai, housebreaking is unlawful, and then to handcuff you and throw you in jail. You understand? And I've handcuffed and thrown a whole lot of people in jail. Jail is outside, not inside the ashram. So all the housebreakers are gone. Rishi Bhai, are there any questions? No questions? Anyone? Any question? You all understand? Everyone understand? So we are in fact, the Sri Narayan Dham was one of the pioneers in posting its satsang in still form live whilst it was happening to the world. We pioneered that. Then we were one of the pioneers in broadcasting live to the world. Because we are confident of who we are. It was only last year that I met gurus from my Sampradaya. I did all of these things alone in South Africa because I knew two things. My guru gave me an instruction in his discourses. It is the duty of every disciple of a guru to create a divine society. And I took that instruction from my guru, and I knew he'll back me up. And I knew Lord Narayan will back me up. And it is recently that I met 3 international gurus from the Sampradaya who, without a glimmer of doubt, embraced my personal status and our ashram status. So who can tear down God's mission? Ravana tried, Hiranyakasipu tried, now currently Kamsa is trying. Maybe tomorrow I'll kill Kamsa, I don't know in which of the discourses I have to kill him. At least one demon of Lord Sri Krishna have to die in one of our discourses on that. So maybe we'll kill Kamsa tomorrow. So tomorrow I'm going to reveal a great secret on why, technically, why I have stated that Vishesh Advaita is the purport of Vedanta. And I want to show that there is no emotions. And I want to show why Advaita and Dvaita has no reality in this universe. So please be here early. Might not have parking this year. Might not have parking. So that. Are there any questions? Tomorrow is Thursday. Okay. Any questions? Jai Sriman Narayan.